discussing about the structure of C program. So what is the need of structure? So every programming language must follow the structure, and if we need to write the C program, then C program must follow the structure, right? So how we can write a C program, or what are the different sections, different components available in the C program? So if you look at here, there are 6 different sections available in a C program. We will try to understand each section one by one. So first of all, there is a documentation section. Second is a link section. Third one is definition section. Fourth one is global declaration section. Fifth one is main function. And the sixth one is sub functions. So these are the 6 different type of sections available in our C program. So we try to understand one by one. So first of all, we will be discussing about the section. So first of all, it is documentation section. Now what we mean by documentation section? So every one of us are familiar with documentation, or we can say help manual. Whenever we are purchasing any item, that item must contain documentation along with it, or we can say manual with it, right? So in the same way, when you are writing a C program, so every C program is, if you look at the C program, or if you open different C programs, it will look same. Like if we are talking with the turbo editor, then everywhere it is a blue screen, everywhere there is include std.h and all sort of things. So how to differentiate, or how we can get to know that this program is for which type of purpose, or what is the objective, that is not known to us. Who has created this program, when it was created. So if you want to incorporate all these things, then it can be written in a documentation section. Documentation section is information about the program. Again I repeat, documentation section contains information about the program. What sort of information? That this program is for what purpose, when it was created, who has created it, and so on. Fine. So documentation section is that. Now second part, which is very important, is a link section. And in link section, we will be having header files. Header files. Now what we mean by header file? So I will try to explain this concept with one non-technical example. Suppose you have your brother or sister who is 1 year senior than you and studying in computer or IT branch. And now you are just enrolled in the engineering, okay? Now you are supposed to purchase the book, but your brother or sister has already purchased book and used book. So if you talk about the book of C programming, it is already available with your brother and sister. Will you purchase it again? Definitely no. We will not be purchasing it again. Why? Because it is already there. Fine. So the things which are already available, we are not going to redevelop it again. But what we are going to do? We are going to bring those things. Okay. In the same way, if we look at the functions, there are 2 types of functions. In that, we have been talking on one function, that is predefined type. Predefined means the function which is defined by the developer. It is already defined. We are not going to define, we are going to use it. Like in this example which we have seen in that book. Book is already purchased, we are not going to purchase it again. Likewise, the functions which are predefined, for example, function like getch, function like printf, function like scr, all these functions are already defined and already available in the library. So we are not going to define these functions again. What we are going to do? We are going to use this function. But if you want to use this function, we need to bring those functions in our program. So how we can do that? So all these functions, all these predefined functions are there in the header file, appropriate header files. Okay, and the extension of this header file is .h. So what we need to do, whatever the functions we need to use in our program, those header files we are supposed to bring. For example, if I need to perform some mathematical operations, so I need to have mathematical functions. So for that I need to incorporate math.h header file in my program. So in short, in link section we will be writing all those header files which we are going to use in our program. Okay. Now we come to the next section, that is definition. Here definition section is more or less about variables or expression. It is about variable or expression which is not going to change during the course of program. For example, if we talk about the value of pi, so if I ask you what is the value of pi, you will answer me that is 3.14. I'll ask what is the value of pi in USA, it is 3.14. What is the value of pi in China, it is 3.14. So everywhere it is same. So there are some variables which are universally constant, or if we limit the scope, then we can say that there are some variable or expressions which are constant throughout the program. Within the program, पूरे प्रोग्राम में वो कांस्टेंट रहने वाले हैं, वो चेंज नहीं होने वाले. तो वो एक्सप्रेशन या तो वेरिएबल को हम यहाँ पर डिफाइन कर सकते हैं, डेफिनेशन सेक्शन में डिफाइन कर सकते हैं. कैसे करेंगे, दैट विल सी इन द नेक्स्ट स्टेप. बट डेफिनेशन सेक्शन कंटेन्स द थिंग्स और वेरिएबल और एक्सप्रेशंस which are not going to change, or the values of which are not going to change during the program execution. Fine. Next is global declaration. Now there are two terms here. When I am using a term global, then another term comes into the picture, that is local. So global and local, there are two terms. So first of all I will make you understand about global and local. What is global and what is local? So very simple and non-technical example I am giving. That every one of us are having water jug in our kitchen. Right? Every one of us are having, and from that jug we are drinking the water, right? But anyone who is moving on the road can come to your house and come to your kitchen and access that water jug. Again I repeat, जो भी बंदा आपके घर के पार से जा रहा है, वो कभी भी आपके घर में आके किचन में जाके वो जग से पानी पी सकता है. तो your answer is definitely no. Why? तो वो जग है वो आपके घर का लोकल है. अगर दूसरे घर की बात करेंगे तो उनके घर में भी वो जग होगा, दूसरा जग होगा. तो वो जो जग है, that jug is local to that family, this jug is local to your family. So only your family member or the members visiting your home can access that. तो वो क्या हो गया, लोकल हो गया. Now अगर वो मैं जग उठा के बाहर रोड पे रख देता, I am taking that jug and putting that jug on the road. Now can you restrict anyone to drink the water from that particular jug? अगर आप अब किसी को रोक सकते हो, नहीं रोक सकते. क्यों? Everyone can access that jug. Why? क्योंकि पहले वो आपके घर के किचन में था, बाउंड्री के अंदर था, तो वो लोकल था. अब वो जग को उठा के रोड पे रख दिया है, कोई बाउंड्री नहीं है, कोई लिमिटेशन नहीं है, तो now everyone can able to use it. तो ये हो गया ग्लोबल. जो घर के अंदर बाउंड्री के अंदर था वो हो गया लोकल. सो लोकल वेरिएबल मींस व्हाट? द वेरिएबल व्हिच इज सराउंडेड बाय द बाउंड्री. एंड इन सी प्रोग्रामिंग बाउंड्रीज आर बीइंग स्पेसिफाइड बाय ब्रेसेस. दिस इज द ब्रैकेट, दिस आर कंसीडर्ड टू बी ब्रेसेस. तो बाउंड्री इससे बताई जाती है. सो ऑल दोज वेरिएबल्स व्हिच आर सराउंडेड बाय बाउंड्रीज आर कंसीडर्ड टू बी लोकल वेरिएबल. And all those variables which are not having any boundary are considered to be global variable. तो जो भी आपका global variable है, अगर कोई variable को आपको global डिक्लेयर करना है तो वो आप यहाँ पे कर सकते हो. याद रखने के लिए पानी का जग याद रखना है कि पानी का जो जग है वो local variable है और पानी की जो परत होती है वो global variable है. Anyone can access it. We cannot restrict. Fine? Okay. Now very important fifth part. That is main function. Since the name is main, from that we can able to know कि ये मेन फंक्शन है, ये पूरे प्रोग्राम का हार्ट है, प्रोग्राम यहाँ से ही एग्जीक्यूट होता है, ठीक है। तो मेन प्रोग्राम होगा तो ही आपका प्रोग्राम एग्जीक्यूट हो पाएगा, रन हो पाएगा। तो मेन प्रोग्राम में क्या आता है, दो चीजें आती है, एक लोकल वेरिएबल डिक्लेरेशन आता है एंड सेकेंड थिंग इज द लॉजिक। सो लोकल वेरिएबल एंड लॉजिक विल बी देयर इन द मेन सेक्शन। दिस इज द हार्ट ऑफ योर प्रोग्राम, you cannot able to omit this particular part. And the last is sub functions, or we can say, or we can name it as UDF. UDF means user defined function. जैसे हमने यहाँ पे बोला pre defined, वैसे ये हो गया user defined function. तो user defined functions are the functions defined by user. Who are the users? We are the users. If we are making the program, then we are the users. So the functions which we are going to design are known as user defined function. So अगर मैं कोई फंक्शन खुद से बनाता हूं, जो फंक्शन अवेलेबल नहीं है और मुझे खुद से बनाना है, तो वो फंक्शन ये सेक्शन में चला जाएगा, उसको वो हम बोल देंगे यूजर डिफाइंड फंक्शन। फाइन। तो इन टोटल देयर आर 6 सेक्शंस: डॉक्यूमेंटेशन, लिंक, डेफिनेशन, ग्लोबल डिक्लेरेशन, मेन फंक्शन एंड सब फंक्शन। लास्टली एक बात बोलूंगा कि out of this section, all the sections are not mandatory. Only 2 sections are mandatory. For writing any C program, only 2 sections are mandatory. Other section you can add or remove according to your requirement. So which 2 sections are mandatory? So this link section is mandatory, means you need to add the header files, and the main function section is mandatory. In any C program, these 2 sections should be there. आपके कोई भी सी प्रोग्राम में ये दोनों सेक्शन तो आने ही आने हैं, और कोई सेक्शन है वो आप निकाल भी सकते हो और आप ऐड भी कर सकते हो। सो दिस इज ऑल अबाउट स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ सी प्रोग्राम। आई होप यू अंडरस्टूड द टॉपिक। थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग द वीडियो।